Welcome to My Home Cooked with me, Sarah Woods, and today we're going to be making kinda Dhal Makhani. Now the reason it's kinda is because in order to make Dhal Makhani, you actually need these, which are urid beans. Now urid beans, you have to soak overnight and they take absolutely ages to cook, so we won't go with those. Instead, we're going to go with convenience. So, into my cupboard here, let's pull out these cooked lentils. These are cooked green lentils and kidney beans. I prefer my gratification a lot more instant. The longest part of cooking the dal is actually making the actual lentils. So we can just go straight to the dal. Okay, so the ingredients you're going to need to make the Dhal Makhani today are one finely chopped onion. Let's go around this way. We're going to need butter because it's a makhani after all. 1 cube of ginger, 1 cube of garlic, a teaspoon of minced chilli. Here we've got a couple of 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, 4 cloves, 3 green cardamom pods that have been crushed up a little. We've got half a teaspoon of garam masala, half a star anise, 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds, and a bit of cassia bark. Then we have a little bit of yogurt. You can use, well, you should use cream actually, but we're going to keep it a little lighter and use yogurt instead. We'll also need a couple of tablespoons of pureed and blitzed tinned tomato, and 1 tablespoon of tomato puree. Right, okay, let's get cooking and we're ready to go in with the oil. So, a couple of teaspoons. And into that, I'm going to add cumin seeds first. Sizzle a little. And then we're going to go in with the onions. Oh, now there's some mini sizzle. Of course, we don't want too much of a sizzle. Then let's go in with the rest of our whole spices, so the cassia bark, the star anise, cloves, and the cardamom. Now, Dhal Makhani is very different to your everyday dal. It's more of a celebration or feasting dish, I would say. So hopefully coming to a dinner party near you. The reason it's more decadent is you would have noticed the butter, and as I mentioned before, it's traditionally made with cream, but we're going to keep it a little lighter and use yogurt. And of course you would have noticed there's a lot of spices that are going into this, so it's going to pack quite a punch. So we're going to let these onions soften as ever. Okay, so now these onions have softened, I'm going to throw in the garlic and ginger and give that a good mix. I'm also going to put the rest of my dry spices in, so there's the garam masala and the coriander. One ingredient that I didn't mention earlier is we're going to need some water, so probably 1 to 2 cups of water, and I will tell you when to introduce that when we're at the right stage. Next we're going to put in the chilli. I'm going to be a little bit conservative. You need a lighter touch with vegetarian dishes, and going in with the butter. I've got 40 grams of butter there. Let's just melt that in. You just know anything with this amount of butter in is going to taste absolutely delicious. Okay, now as you can see, now that the butter has melted, we're going to go in with the tomato. So first let's go in with the blitzed tinned tomato and the tablespoon of tomato puree. Now because we've got tomato puree, we really want to give this tadka time to cook out, because I don't imagine tomato puree that hasn't been cooked out enough would be that pleasant. So give it a little longer than you normally would. Going to add in a splash of water just to help the tomato puree along. And now we're going to allow that a few minutes to do its thing. Okay, that dhadgan looks like it's now on point. So I'm going to add in my salt. I'm going to go in with a couple of 1.5 teaspoons of molten sea salt. I've got a lot of very bland lentils to season. So let's give that a stir and then taste where this dhadgan is up to, and then we can adjust any seasoning that's required. So, Yep, I'm getting lots of various different types. I'm really getting the cardamom and the cloves, but I think that needs a little bit more chilling. So, helps them back. Give that a good mix in. And I'm coming in with my lentils and beans. So, I'm going to use 2 packets of these cooked lentils. I think there are about 250 grams per pouch. So there are 2 packets in there. And let's give this a bit of a mix now. You can see these are really dry, so we're going to need some water to bring this together. So I would say 1 to 2 cups of water, but it depends on whether you want more of a gravy type consistency, in which case by all means add more water. This is to taste, I would say. Putting all of that in, I think by the looks of this I'm going to need a bit more water, so I'm going to crank the heat up a little bit. Let's this all merge together. You can see that that rich reddish colour there. Okay, so we're just going to add in the yoghurt now, which is the last touch. If you are going extra decadent, this is the point at which you put in a tablespoon of double cream. So I'm going to mix that through so it all blends together. And then I'm going to let that simmer for about 15 or 20 minutes. Now, the reason I'm letting it simmer for this amount of time, because as you know, the lentils and the kidney beans are already cooked. This is just to allow the sauce to reduce to the consistency that I want, but it's also so the lentils and beans can absorb the flavours a bit more. So in other words, we really want them to get to know each other. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes, so I'm going to have a look at what's in the pan and give it one final taste. So if you take a look there, that's the consistency that I want it. It's a good amount of gravy, if you like. So I'll give this a blow, and this is where I'll make my final corrections with any seasoning that's required. Joe, I'm going to give that a touch more salt. These pesky lentils can be very bland, so let's give that one last stir. Retaste. Yeah. That's absolutely spot on. So I would have this with, because you've got the richness of the butter in this, I'd have this with just rice or a chapati. Anyway, however you have it, enjoy.